My name is Isabel Serafin. I use she, they pronouns. I am a person with lived experience in recovery from substance use, mental health struggles, trauma, PTSD, eating disorders, you name it. And I think, if I were to change people's minds about one thing having to do with the stigma around substance use recovery and mental health recovery, it's that in my time being on this journey the past 4 years, I have not met one single individual who is irredeemable. I think that life can be inherently traumatic for most people. Everyone knows someone who's struggling. And for me, I experienced my first major trauma when I was 12 or 13 years old and had no other ways to cope. I was from a rural town. There was no access to mental health supports and certainly not the level of care that I needed. And so all I had to turn to was self-harm, eating disorder, and substance use behaviors to cope. That's what I had to do to stay alive. And I think most people don't think about substance use as a survival tactic, but it very much kept me alive for 10 years. It felt very much like I couldn't have gotten out of that situation had it not been for the community that pulled me out of it. After struggling with some pretty severe health complications as a result of my drinking, finally made the decision to seek substance use treatment. I did everything I could to get well, and it was still such a struggle. I don't think people realize how hard it is when you take away that coping mechanism that has worked so well for you your whole life, how difficult it is to live with the things that you were running from. And thankfully, I had the opportunity to get resources, to have support, to have a community around me, but most people don't get that, and certainly not right off the bat. So I encourage people always to look at people with compassion and to look at folks who are struggling or in mental health crises as someone's daughter, as someone's sibling, as someone's, grandparent. And thankfully, we have a beautiful network of resources out here in Colorado that can help. But it's a matter of letting people stay alive and using things like harm reduction and different community supports to keep them alive so that they can get well. But at the end of the day, everyone's just a human being doing the best that they can. And whether that looks like someone who is unhoused and struggling with substance use, or whether that looks like where I'm at now, 4 years sober and having a meaningful, collaborative, service-driven life, there's nothing that separates me from that person fundamentally. It's just opportunity and circumstance and having the opportunity to work for it.